I can't believe I have a ring light and a camera in front of my face. Is this like for real happening? Like, girl is back. Hey beautiful, welcome back to your girl channel. I I need to update y'all. I need to tell y'all where I've been, what's been going on in my life, why I ain't been posting, and how I'm gonna come back. Why? Because that's what bosses do. That's what bosses do. Y'all, I feel like I definitely owe you guys an explanation. I haven't been on YouTube in a couple of months, and I've had people still subscribing to my channel, still blowing up my videos, still leaving generous comments, and I'm like, okay, like, it's time, Asia, stop holding it off. It's okay to come back to the camera. Like, it's time to dive right in. So this is an impromptu video. We about to dive in, baby. No notes, off the dome, and I'm just gonna tell you guys everything. So grab your popcorn, honey, and let's jump right on in. So I haven't been on YouTube for a couple of months, and the last video that I posted, which was this video right here, I needed a break. I was in no way, shape, form, mentally especially, capable of putting out content that I could say that I would be proud of, because I was still going through postpartum, and I was also dealing with a lot of issues with my child's father. And I'm just gonna leave that very surface level. I'm not going in depth about what those issues were, but it was not good. And we were not able to see eye to eye when it was coming to our beautiful daughter, Simone, who is sleeping right now. She's, I love that girl so much. But like mentally, I just wasn't there. I couldn't focus on being a mother, getting in front of the camera, putting out content, and doing whatever else I needed to do throughout the day because of what me and him were going through. And it was just too much. So I left the city and I went to go be with my family. I went down there July 4th, the 4th of July, and unfortunately my grandmother passed the last day of July 31st. And it was hard. I didn't want to say goodbye to her. So timeline, I'm dealing with my child's father, our issues. I would just say the major issue was no communication or poor communication. That was affecting me mentally, like really mentally, right? And then I go home and my grandmother passes. So I'm like, okay, that's another thing I have to deal with, you know? And my grandmother was an amazing woman. I mean, I'm from the country, and Facebook is how you put out the news about anything exciting, sad, whatever it is. Everybody from the country is gonna know who you're talking about. And so when word got out, you know, that my grandmother passed, a lot of people that I grew up with was just sending me so many beautiful messages about, you know, how my grandmother was like the neighborhood grandma, and how kind she was, how gentle she was, how understanding, and how much compassion she showed to the neighborhood kids, and just being there for people. My granny was everything to me personally, so I know the impact that she had on other people's lives. She made me feel loved. She made me feel safe. She made me feel like calm and at peace, you know? She never judged me. She never made me feel out of place. Like, my grandmother loved me, motivated me, cheered me on through everything. And I'm not gonna cry on this video at all, but just to have that light stripped away from you. I was a granny's girl, you know, it doesn't get any better than that. How do you, it's like, who feels that no one can fill her place, but who do you turn to now? You know, and I've never lost anyone like that close to me before, so it was just hard to process my feelings. I never looked up the stages of grief, and I don't know what they are. But for me, it was like the first stage was like why, confusion, which also turned into a little bit of like sadness and heartbrokenness. And then it just turned into like straight pain, where like I was crying on and off for like a week and a half straight. And it just turned into me just having beautiful memories of her. Every now and then it's like, I'll cry. And it's like I know that she will want me to continue on and be happy. But it's like, it's hard. So dealing with her passing, and then on top of that, I got a new job, a real big girl job, working from the crib. And so I went from having 2 pennies in a nickel. I mean, I'm not trying to put all my business out there. It is what it is. It doesn't really bother me. But I couldn't afford to take care of myself after I gave birth because I wasn't working. And my child's father just like pulled the plug on me, pretty much. And so I was left to figure out, what am I gonna do? How am I gonna take care of me and my child? What are the next steps, essentially? What I prayed for is what I got. A work from home job, real big girl job, and handling my business. And that's what I got. And I was just like, wow. It took me a long time to get this job, but I'm so grateful. So BD issues, grandmother passing, working a new job, and y'all, I am packing up my bags and I am moving. I am leaving Plano, Dallas. I'm literally 5 minutes from Dallas. So I'm leaving DFW for a while, and I'll be moving back to my hometown where I grew up to be closer to family, some childhood friends, and I have an exit strategy. You know, this is just a stepping stone for me to get to where I want to be. I've been really, doing research on Houston and Atlanta, and I'm not gonna say which one I've been leaning towards. You guys might think you know, but I am really excited for what the future has to come, and I'm so excited to say bye to this space that I'm in. Like, almost all of my videos have been recorded in this apartment, and I've just outgrown this space. Mentally, my mind cannot be here anymore, and yeah. It's been a whirlwind. If you can imagine going through all of this in like 3 or 4 months, it's a lot. On top of me being a single mother, like, I don't get no days off. I get no breaks. I get no free days. And I love my daughter so much. That girl has made me want to go harder for her. And it's crazy how like a baby changes you. When you think you have it all together before the baby, and then when the baby comes, you're like, wow, like this was the extra push that I needed. My daughter is everything, and I couldn't imagine life without her now. Life is complete with her. But I'm human. I have days I don't want to get out of bed. I just want to sit in bed and watch TV. I don't want to be in the mood. I don't want to play. I don't want to talk. But I get up every day and I put the biggest smile on my face and I play with her. I talk to her. I tell her how much I love her. I give her all of my kisses, all of my hugs. I give her all of me every single day. Ooh. Let me make sure no tears gonna fall, honey. It is literally the hardest job in America, is being a mom. Especially when there is no village. It takes a village to raise a child. Who? It's like back in the old days. I mean, you had your neighbors, your friends, your church family, your cousins, your grandmas, your uncles. Family ain't family like it used to be. Friends are not friends, and you can't trust everybody, like you did back then. When I was growing up, I stayed with cousins and my grandma and spent the night at my friend's house and this, that, and the other. And it's just like now it's just so crazy to do anything. I mean, you step outside and you don't know if that's your last day on this earth. Yeah, it's a lot. Juggling, all of that. And on top of that, I've initiated a launch date for my upcoming business. And I'm super excited. Like I said, there's just no more holding it off. I just needed to, get stuff done. And I want to be a boss. I want my daughter to look at me and be like, oh my gosh, my mom did X, Y, and Z while I was a baby. Like, she can do anything. I want my daughter to look at me and get inspired and be motivated and have her own dreams and ambitions and never let anyone tell her that she can't do it, And so I'm doing a lot, and so content has been on the back burner. And also too, just when my grandmother passed, it just kind of took a minute. That I should have been back on YouTube, making TikToks. This is something that I ultimately want to make my job, but I was just like, I need this time off, and I did not feel bad. And so to the people that support me the most, that constantly watch my videos, that constantly leave me positive and uplifting comments, I thank you so much for the support. I'm back and I'm ready, and your girl is looking at investing into more equipment, a new camera. I mean, right now I use my iPhone because I really do like the quality, but I want to take things to the next level, and I want to show myself that I can be serious. And I saw this quote today. It was like, what did it say? It was like, what if you go after everything you've always wanted? What's the worst that can happen? Or what's the worst that can happen if you go after everything you've always wanted? And I was like, that's so true. That's crazy. And it's just a light bulb just went off in my head. I'm like, Asia, you gotta get on your Zoom, baby. We gotta get back to this content. Why? Because I feel like this is my safe space. This is my haven. I get to be vulnerable. I get to be open. This is my open therapy. And I get to share my life struggles with you guys to let you know that no one's perfect despite what you see on social media. I can post a bomb picture, but I'm still going through shit behind closed doors. it doesn't mean anything. Like, we all have things that we're going through, and I genuinely feel like I'm going through a quarter life crisis. I mean, I'm 25 years old. I didn't know when I turned this age that things were going to hit the fan, because things are hitting the fan. Everything is starting to calm down, and I'm getting back in the routine of me and being genuinely happy with myself. Throughout this whole process of figuring out what the heck is going on in my life, I've had to grow my relationship closer to God, first and foremost. And that's been the most essential thing keeping me going this whole time. And understand me and love me and forgive myself for putting myself in these, crazy situations. And grow and experience being alone. I've always been that girl that needed to talk to another guy to get over the other guy, and then I would fall for the other guy. Honey, it was a hot mess. But I'm 25 now. I'm a grown woman. I'm a mother. I can't. That's just not gonna cut it for me, And I've really been dating myself. I've been loving myself. I've been slowly but surely flourishing again and getting back outside with my friends. And, I'm kind of getting back to actually really enjoying life again, and being so thankful that God turned my situation from literally darkness to light. I'm so thankful and so blessed. And God kept my mind during those difficult times. I had thoughts of, what if I'm not here? I genuinely didn't care. My mental health, my mind was going up and down. I didn't care anymore. But I'm in a much better place now. Your girl is starting therapy this month as well, so I'm super, super happy for that. And I'm just really excited to be taking the necessary steps to be healthy mentally, because I want to be all that I can to my daughter. I want to give her the best versions of me, as much as I can. She deserves it. I didn't get that pleasure as a kid, and I didn't have a dad in my life as a kid. And so now me and her father are in a great space communication-wise, where we're able to talk to each other and we're able to make arrangements so that we both can be in the picture for her. And I just love it. I pray to God for that situation too. I'm like, God, only you can literally turn this thing around, because there was literally no talking to him, and he did just that. And I'm really excited for what's to come. I'm excited for the content that I have planned out that's coming. I'm really grateful. And I tried to make this, short and sweet and to the point, but that is where I've been and what's been going on. Content you guys can expect next is some vlogs, me moving, cooking more. I've developed a big cooking hobby ever since I had my daughter. It's my appetite has increased times 10. So I'm always eating, but I am about to go on a fast soon, so you guys will see that video. Upgrading my personal hygiene products for the fall. Just sharing special moments with you guys is what I want to do, and also sharing the bad as well. One thing about me, if I'm gonna take this job as a content creator seriously, I'm not gonna fake it. And you're gonna see the real, raw, and uncut, baby. You're gonna see everything that's going on. Not everything, but I'm not gonna fake anything on camera. Like, I'm gonna tell you what's up, where I've been, what's going on with me. I'm gonna tell you the real deal, you know. Like I said, this is my safe space. This is my haven. This is me being open and like vulnerable. And so I'm able to like connect with you guys on that type of level. And I'm just so excited for what the future holds. My baby is 6 months today. I'm gonna insert a picture here on the screen. Look at how big she has gotten. Like, it's been a long time coming, y'all, and I'm so excited for what God has in store. If I can go through what I recently went through in my life, this quarter life crisis, whatever you're going through in your life right now, I promise you can get through it. You know, sometimes God wants to put us up to a test to see, are we really depending on him because we love him, or we're depending on him for what we can get out of him. That was a word given to me from my leaders, and I was like, what? Oh wow, like that makes sense, you know. And sometimes people just say they believe God and trust God because it's convenient, because of what they can get from him. But it's like, okay, you love me, you are ride or die, okay, I'm gonna put you to a test and I'm gonna see how you're gonna react. And God has already given us the necessary tools and essentials to pass the test. But it's like when we're going through the valley, we want to run from him, and God is trying to get us to do the exact opposite and run to him. And I'm gonna stop right there, because your girl is not a preacher, but God is so good, and without him, I wouldn't be able to sit here today and tell you guys like my testimony, I guess. When did this turn into church? Well, you guys, I'm just so happy and blessed to be back, and I can't wait to share incredible memories with you guys. I promise you, this is all for a reason, and God makes no mistakes. So let him lead you through your valley, run towards him, flourish, thrive, like the woman or man you're supposed to be. I was so ready to jump back in this thing, so get ready, buckle up, and content is pushing out. New content day is going to be Sunday at 11 a.m. Set your calendar, set your timer, set your alarm, set whatever you gotta set, baby, because Sunday at 11 your girl is coming on your screen, and I'm just ready to get back in my bag and be consistent and be getting this content out, and also putting out the best quality content that I can as well. So thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for allowing me to be me, and I love you guys so much. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.